Today, I go through how to make these pockets out of book pages, and then we decorate them into specimen cards. Good morning, my lovelies and my crafty friends. My name is Kat and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you'll subscribe, stick around and give me a chance to share some inspiration and some ideas. If you are a returning subscriber, well, you know you are my faithfuls and I have my sincere thanks and gratitude. Today, I've got a fun little project. I had to do some pockets for some journals I'm working on, and I wanted to use book pages, so I went through YouTube, had a look at some old videos. I also had a look at an old video on my channel and had a little bit of a play, and this is kind of what I came up with. Firstly, I would like to say that these are not my original idea. I would credit Patricia Viramonte with being the queen of book page pockets. I did go back and have a look at some of her videos, and I also had a look at some other videos around that were on book pages, and there's a ton of them out there, guys. But what I did do is I had a play, and then I just sort of free-formed and came up with something that I wanted to do for my particular journal. So this is kind of what I came up with. So we'll have a look at this one first, because I trimmed this one down to about 5 inches or 5.5 inches, but then I forgot to trim the top. So it is actually a little bit tall for the standard type journals I make, but that's okay because I'm still going to keep it, and down the track I'll probably make a taller journal that I will have a pocket ready for. But basically how it works is you put that down on the page, so you can decide whether you want to just stick the whole page down, like this bit here, you want to stick it down onto the page, or if you wanted to, you could just glue or attach it around here, here or here, and then you could get like extra large journal card or an index card and you could slot that in there. But this pocket here houses a very, very large jumbo tag, which I had a lot of fun making. This was a Roxy Creations challenge, and this pocket here, I've got this little journal, this little tag here, which I got in some Happy Mail. I just added the tab to it, and then I've got some stickers which I decorated that part with. And this area here, instead of making a specimen card, I've made like a specimen pocket. So I've put some dried flowers down, and I've just decorated it with some stamps and some labels, and then I've attached some acetate over the whole lot, so you don't have to worry about gluing, you don't have to worry about seepage or anything like that. So I've just simply laid the acetate over the top, and then I've stitched around. So this one here is more the dimensions for an A5 page. So the dimensions for this one are 5 inches roughly by about 8 inches, and that will fit nicely on a page. So if I bring my journal here and I just open up to, you know, any page really, I guess, and you can fit that nicely on the page there. So you can decide whether you want to glue the whole page down or whether you just want to glue 3 sides and you have a space there to put in an index card. Okay, so the sorts of materials that you would need are obviously some book pages, and try and find some book page that will fit nicely with the journal that you're making. And the type of decorating materials that you'll need is some like distress ink if you like to distress, and you might, if you want to do some stampings, then you'll want a variety of different coloured stamps. So I'll probably work with these, and the other one that I liked to work with, Cobalt. So Ranger's Archival Ink Cobalt. I find this VersaFine black is quite good, and then I'm working with Fern Green, and then I've got Memento Ladybug, and then you'll want some stamps. Now if you want to decorate with some dried flowers. I had some that I did from my garden, which I pressed only a couple of weeks ago. They turned out really beautifully. You can do something like that if you like, or the other option that you've got is I bought these off Amazon. So what I'll do, down below in my description, I do have some Amazon links. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra. I earn a really tiny commission from it. So I will link that down below where I got these from if they're still available. So you could do something like that. If you don't have any dried flowers, you could use things like die cuts. So I have gone through and die cut out a whole bunch of different things that I thought I would try and decorate with, and labels. I mean, you can decorate these however you want, but I mean, if you have a look at what I had going on here, I had some labels, some dried flowers, some stamps, and some stickers. So, but you know, you can watercolor, you can decorate these however you want. So the other supply that you're going to need is some sort of acetate. I've got this transparency film, but you know, you just use acetate off packaging, or you know, whatever you've got lying around, some old food packaging or something like that. The way I have made these is from watching some very old Patricia Viramonte videos, but I just get my glue stick and I basically just glue down the text block, and we leave the edges free, because now this is if you're going to use your sewing machine and stitch the edges. Otherwise, if you're not, then you would glue, you know, the entire length. So it looks like I've taken something from there. So then I will get my next 2 sheets and I will do the same thing. So we're going to have 6 sheets of paper and we're gluing 2 down. So we end up with 3 double glued sheets of paper. Okay. So now that I've glued those down, so I've got 1, 2, 3 pages that have been double glued. So they're double thickness. Okay, so this is my base. This one here is my base. This one here we're going to fold back to make the tuck. And then this one here, we're going to fold down. So these ones here, I'm going to trim down to fit my traveller note style journal. Trying to find my cutting board. I'm like, where could I have put my cutting board? It can't possibly have disappeared. Does that ever happen to you? Like, you know you had it and then you go to find it and you just can't find it for the life of you. Okay, so this one here, because this is, okay, so this is 6 inches. So I'm going to trim 1 inch off each side, and that will give me, so let me line these up. That will give me roughly about 4 inches. And I'm not doing exact measurements. I just know I want it to be around about 4 inches. 4 inches wide to fit my page. So I'll turn that one around, and then I'm going to take 1 inch off here. So you just trim this down to the width of what you need for the journal that you made. The first lot I did, I trimmed it down to 5 inches. So this one I want around about 6.5. So I think if I take a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom of the actual word block, so I think if I go around about, maybe around about there, And I'll take my ruler out for this one and I'll measure to around about 6.5. Okay. All right, so now I've got my pages ready. So my base page is already done. I don't need to do anything with that. Perhaps what I do is I just have a quick look at what's on here and just make sure that there's nothing bad or nothing that you don't want someone to particularly read. And this one here, what I do is I just fold this down and then I get my glue stick and I just glue this down here so that I line this the pointy end, I will line up there. Now I can see that that's not 100% straight, so I'll just fix that. Okay, so then I line that pointy sharp end there, and then that comes down here. So this side and this side are both the same, and actually in this case that has lined up at the bottom as well. And then I get my book page, and I might use this one because that is a nice book block there, and I just fold and then I just drop that down. So I drop that down so that lines up with, see how it comes on an angle and then it's got the straight edge. So I line my book page up like so. Okay, so that's that, and then you'll have this little bit at the bottom, and I cut that off. So I'll just get my scissors. Okay, so line everything off up, and then I would just secure it with these little clips here. These you can get from Amazon if you don't have them, and they're really good. I got a big bag of about 30 of them, and they are so good, especially like when you're sewing these type of projects. They're so good for keeping everything together. So let me just line everything up so it's nice and straight, and I'll come from behind and I'm just going to snip that all. I don't worry about folding up or anything like that. I just think we've got enough layers going on, so I don't really want to add any more bulk. Okay, so now we've got our base pockets, so we can start thinking about how we're going to decorate this. So the first thing I do is I distress my edges. So I just come around here, and on this bottom page we just need to distress that area there. Then I take this page here and we can just distress the angle, and then we just need to distress the side. Okay, so that's the second layer, and then this one here we will distress the whole pocket. because this is on the front. Now I have got this as a double layer, but I'm going to leave it because I like that it's not cut there and it's just reinforced. Okay, so we've got that now distressed. So what I might do is just get some glue and just glue this down. Now we don't have to worry about gluing it down properly. We just need to glue it to tack it down. Of course, if you're not going to sew, then that's a different story. You would glue that down quite securely. Okay, so now what we do is we come to the decorating part. So the first thing I would do is take this and I would run a sewing stitch down here. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so I have run a stitch down there. So I'll just trim off this bit of thread here. Sometimes I leave the thread on, but for this project I've chosen to take these, the threads off. So we've now got that. So now what we want to do is we want to look at how we're going to decorate this. So I've been enjoying putting a little bit of these stickers down. So I've got these stickers here, and I don't remember where I got these stickers from, guys. I've had these for quite some time. A friend tagged me on Facebook and I just bought them. So I'm sorry, I don't know where I got these ones from. I'm just trying to find. I do like that one, but it's quite a big sticker, so I'm just going to quickly see if I can find something else. I think I might go with something like that, even though I'm going to lose a fair bit of it, but that's okay. I found an easy way to get the acetate off the back was to go to the stem and just to put a bit of, so this is guessing this is the front. You can usually tell which is the front and which is the back. I think that's the front there. We'll soon find out. Yeah, so I just put a little bit of sticky tape down on the stem there, like so. And then as I pull, I end up pulling the sticker off. And that also helps me with placement of where I'm going to put this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it like so, and then I'm going to see if I can just fold this around, because otherwise I think I had it back to front when I was placing it. Okay, so I've got that bit there. And so now we've got this area here which we can decorate. Now I don't know if these are going to be, that's going to be too big. So I think I'm going to go with the flowers again. But I did have an idea. These are some French stickers that I bought on Etsy. So I've got quite a lot of those. And then I've got my labels here, which are Tracy Fox specimen labels. So I'm going to leave those there. All right, so let's get our flowers out. So I am going to need some small flowers here because it is only a small pocket. Okay, so I do like that, and the white one looks very pretty. Could do something like that, and Even adding that little pansy there would be nice. I think I'm just going to leave that just like that, because that is so pretty. So I'm not worried about the fact that the stem is down there. That'll get picked up like when I do some stitching. Not sure if this colour will suit now. I kind of like that actually. Let's just go with that. Okay, so I'm going to take these all off and put them down one at a time and just hope that this all works, because once it's down, it's down. All right. I'm not going to distress the stamp. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So how are you all today? I haven't even asked. I've just been just got right into it. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I got some work done earlier today and I had a few hours extra, and like I said, I was playing around last night and came up with this, and I was pretty excited, so I thought I will just turn the camera on and let's do another video. Okay, so I'm just going to put that one down there. So I'm just using art glitter glue. So that's the back. These dried flowers, they just feel like paper, very, very fine paper. But I just love dried flowers. There is nothing nicer than when you pick up an old book and you flick through it and then a dried flower falls out. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give that impression that there were some dried flowers in book pages. And so as it was all coming together, I just thought I've got to put some acetate on the top of that, and I was so happy with how that worked out. Because obviously you want to protect the flowers. But I can think of lots of things that you could put behind here. And I might make another video, because this is probably going to be a long enough video with just doing this. So I'll probably, oh, I broke the petal. Let's see if I can carefully glue that petal back on without, I teared it. Oh gosh. All right, let me get the glue off this and see if I can really carefully put that petal back. Nope. I don't even think I can take the petal off. All right, I'm going to have to leave that. That's a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we've got that, and I'm just wondering if I can put a petal or something, like a leaf. No. I do have some, I haven't opened this one up yet. See if I can salvage this situation. Oh, I think if I put that leaf just, and I can tuck it just behind that petal, I think I can salvage this. There we go. I think that's okay. I think we managed to salvage that. So I'm just going to carefully put my leaves away. I'll just put them over there and I'll deal with that later. Okay. All right, so now that we've got our decoration there, I'll just add a drop bit more glue here. fine precision work this is. Okay, so that's that. So I think I need a cancellation mark on that stamp. So I think I'll still work with my field notes. Alright, so I've got my stamps, my stamping pads ready to go. So I think I'll come in with some black and I will, there we go. Now I've got some paper under here. Try and save my mat a little bit. It's getting very dirty. Okay, so I think I'm going to just come in on the corner here. I did slightly, very, very faintly print, it touched it, but that's okay. So I'm going to just come in and do another stamp there. Okay, and just thinking what else I can come in with. I don't actually mind the, yeah, I think I will. I will do that. I will do the butterfly. I think that would look really sweet. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, and I'm just thinking I might do, if I can find it, yeah, that one there. I think I'll do that one there. And yeah, I might do filed. So I'm going to do filed in green. And then I'm going to do in blue. Even though you can't sort of, it's not bold, it doesn't matter. To me, it just, like when you're looking at it, it's almost like a botanist's sort of document, and it's just kind of there in the background, just stamp. Okay, but what I will do is I will grab one of these labels here, and that seems to pop it off just a little bit more. So let's have a look. Yeah, I think I might just do that there like that. Okay, so I'll just move these out the way. So now we've got our decorated elements here. Now we get the acetate. Okay, so yeah, I've got that small little piece here that's going to fit nicely. So the way I make it fit is I line up my acetate, and again I secure it with these little clips, and then I'll get my scissors, and then I carefully come around and I trim the acetate to fit the pocket. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is stitch across here. So what we've got now is we've got this going on. So I need to now stitch across the top because I can't get to it if I glue it all down now. So I'm going to stitch across here first, and then I'm going to come around with the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch all the edges. So I will be back. Just wanted to show you before I finish stitching. I've stitched across here And then now I've clamped it down like so, and I'll just probably start here and then take that away, and then I'll just work my way around until I finish stitching. Right, so here we are, all finished. So I put the camera down a little bit closer, you can have a little bit of a look. So that's how we ended up with the decorated panel there, and I have pulled out a page. I don't know if this is specifically where this will end up, but I just wanted to show you. So we can put that there on the page, and we can either glue that down, we can clip it in, or as I said, we could just, you know, however you want to attach that. And I've pulled out some tags which I thought would look nice in there. So we've got this one here and this one here. So there we have it. So we made that one here in this tutorial. Another idea is you could just get some book page like so, and you can just fold it up and just have it as a pocket, and you could just decorate that little panel as well. So there you go, guys. That's 3 different versions of the pockets that I've made now. I think that this is going to be a mainstay. I'm probably going to do one of these in all my journals now. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. But yeah, I'll do some more videos on some more book page pockets, because great way to use up all those excess book pages that we have. But I'm going to call that a video, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, have a great week ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.